What's up, everybody? We are back with the Retired Hood Rap Morning Show with your girl, comedian TBarb. That's TBarb _ on the gram. Make sure you go follow me if you want to laugh, have a good time, because we not taking life too serious, but just serious enough to get some things accomplished. And on the Retired Hood Rap Morning Show, we have a guest in the building, the comedian, the hilarious King Jernigan.
Yes. As you hear, I just cracked the seal.
You just cracked the seal. It's F'd Up Friday.
It's F'd Up Friday.
He got some Tito's.
I'm ready.
Okay.
With it. Comedian Jernigan is here.
Go ahead. He ready. So you got to take that shot. So here we go.
I look 19, but
cheers. Yeah, I had to card him. I had to ID him because what we don't do is we don't condone underage drinking.
Right.
And I really think in the church that they need to start carding for the giving out that wine.
Right.
They giving everybody that wine. They ain't carding folks now.
Well, it's supposed to be Jesus' blood, so you know.
I get that, but Jesus' blood getting people effed up. You know what I'm saying? They got the little kid keep getting back in line. Mama then sent them back because of some more cough syrup to go sleep. Go on back in line.
What type of wine is that?
I don't know. Grape juice, I don't know.
It's the cheap at the bottom of the shelf. It ain't the good stuff.
No, it's that house wine.
Oh, you would think they get the good wine. Depending on what church you go to.
It depends on what church you go to. You go to a church with a bigger budget, you get better wine.
Now, this age 17 years.
This that Earl Stevens.
Yeah, I've been waiting for the.
They giving out the E40 wine. They giving out that.
I don't even know my wine. So.
You don't even know your wine? That's okay, you a young man. You ready for that shot?
Oh, see,
all right, here we go.
Okay.
First shot, King Jernigan in the building. Go ahead, it's after Friday.
More than a shot.
I got me a little cup.
I'm more of a cognac man myself.
You more of a cognac man? Okay, what kind of cognac do you like? Don't say Hennessy.
Remy. Hennessy got that to it. I like that Remy Martin a little bit smoother.
You know what? Hennessy is nasty, and I need for black people to start admitting that Hennessy is not delicious.
Hennessy is not all of that, but anything is possible when people get on it.
Yeah, because it's so strong. Listen, Hennessy tastes like DUI.
Mm-hmm.
The minute you sip it, it's like you already know that you got a 50-50 chance of making it home.
It tastes like child support.
It tastes like child support.
Like I knew I shouldn't have.
Child support and Newports. You smoke a Newport after you know she getting on child support.
Smell like felony and misdemeanor.
It smells like I'm not going to the clinic. That's what the girl said. I'm not going to the clinic.
Oh, that Patron is trash too, but people just like it.
I love Patron. Don't say that.
Patron is too hyped up. It is not all of that.
Well, I'm not drinking right now, so I'm just getting y'all drunk. I'm on a detox, but I like Patron when I drink.
You've been in Cali, right?
Yes.
Them the real tequila people. They know what to really get. That Patron is just like some.
They trying to get you something with a worm in the bottom. I ain't trying to eat no worms.
Drink some tequila with the Mexicans. They gonna get you right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I was out there. So, King Jernigan, let's talk a little bit. Comedian out the D. You do a lot of different video shows. What you got going on? Tell them a little bit about what you got going on.
I've been doing interviews downtown Detroit. You might have seen me joking in Serious Entertainment. I started last year, about June, July, when I moved back here because I was living in Cali for about a year. And I said, ain't nobody doing interviews in Detroit. They do it in Vegas on the Strip. They do it in L.A., but ain't nobody doing like street interviews in Detroit, And I'm sure it was somebody before me, but I really brought it back. So I told my guys I had this idea, and we just went on downtown Greektown. And the first episode, this girl fell on her face, and the police just skipped over. It was just hilarious.
The police skipped over after she fell on her face?
Police skipped over. She was twerking, and she lost her balance.
No. How can we see that episode?
It's on my Instagram. It's on YouTube. Greektown, Freaktown. That's what I named it.
So she was twerking and fell on her face?
She was twerking to Subside Baby, of course.
So that means that she didn't have no butt because it was uneven. Her chest must have been bigger than her butt for her to tip over on the twerk.
It's crazy because she was on all fours and she fell on her face. How do you do that? I don't know if she was off a pill or off a Henny. See, that's the Hennessy.
That's the Hennessy. That's the Hennessy.
Yeah.
Anything is possible.
Any face can get hit on the ground.
Oh my God, that was so embarrassing. But it sounds like some viral.
Yeah. It got like 10,000 views on Facebook. I promoted a little bit and everybody shared it and everybody, you know, a couple people would notice me like, hey, I see your video on Facebook, that girl. I'm like, yeah, I appreciate that. So
I'm the Greek Town Freak Town man.
Greek Town Freak Town, it's going down. We're gonna be shot episode 2. I'm gonna do some more Greek Town Freak Town once it get back warm in the D. So you know, just stay tuned. We've been out to Royal Oak. We've been to Pontiac, Electricity, on YouTube, Joking or Serious, Comedian Jernigan. You'll find all the episodes, all the interviews.
How did you start doing comedy?
I started.
Like what made you go ahead and say, you know what, I'm gonna do some comedy?
It's a very good question. Very good. About 11th grade, I was always the class clown, funny guy, but I really stopped being so much of a class clown once I flunked. What was that, 7th grade? And then and then on my. It's
hard to be the class clown when everybody clowning you for flunking.
If you're a really good class clown, you shouldn't be passing. But look, so all the 8th graders was making fun of me. I'm like, oh shit! And then my daddy had to talk with me like, yeah, you want to be a clown? And I just thought to myself like, no. And then I just was on my school stuff, but I still was funny, but I wasn't trying to be so much of a character, you know. And then about 11th grade, I went to this really small school. And Dave Chappelle was still big on the show, and this girl was like, you should get on stage. You get on stage as senior upper class. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, you so funny. You should get on stage. So I talked to one of my best friends, and we looked up a comedy club, and it's very there's no really home comedy clubs in the city, but the one that was open, I think they was called Lucky, some bar in Clinton Township. I scheduled it. I was underage. I wasn't 21 yet. I got in touch with the host. He said, yeah, come on out. You can't drink or nothing. You want to get on stage. And I killed it. And it's just been addicting from there. And you know how it is once you hear that.
It's like that dope.
Yeah.
Once you hit some dope with Master P, they make crack like this. Once you hit that dope, you got to have some more. You need another hit.
Absolutely. And I remember Donnell Rollins, I was watching his interviews. And he was like, you know, who told you was funny? Who told you that you get on stage? And I'm like, that's very important because everybody think they funny, and it's a lot more funny.
Everybody think that they are a comedian. I mean, no doubt about it. And you know what they say? It's funny that you said that because you had the courage to actually get out. But people always say, I was the class clown, and everybody thought I was funny in the lunchroom. Right. And then they get on the stage.
And you make people you don't know funny.
And and people don't realize that it's really an art to read in a crowd, knowing that this crowd may not like what you gave this crowd, but still taking those same jokes and manipulating them to fit that crowd, and also being funny because remember, you don't have no scapegoat. I can't be on stage and be like, pause. Hold on, let me go to the back and think. No, I gotta be on the whole time.
I say when them lights hit you, either you're gonna be a star or you're gonna get started. So you gotta make a decision at that point. You know, being a comedian is one of the hardest things you could do. Being the entertainer, being the actor, being the rapper, it's a lonely road. You know. So shout out to Will Smith.
You talking about, yeah, shout out to Will Smith. Go ahead and manifest that. Because that's something, so every Monday, today is not Manifestation Monday, but we do it all week. So every Monday, we do Manifestation Monday, which is where we talk about living our best lives. We talk about, you know, just ways to better yourself. How do you improve things? That's my enlightened show. After the Friday, today the ignorant show.
Ignorant.
So everybody who tuning in who wants some enlightenment, bring your ass back on Monday.
Okay, let's get it.
Monday is when he saw the best of me. Today, freakily, Janisha. Like, today is when I get a little wild, a little litty.
I wanted to know. I got a question for you.
Sure.
What made you retire as a hood rat?
Okay, well, I'm telling you, that's why I had to write a whole book about it. I promise you. The thing about it is that I grew up Joy Road. I'm from a street in the D called Joy Road.
Mm-hmm. There's no joy over there.
There's no joy over there. And it's real gangster ghetto, gangster. And my parents, they met fresh out of prison. I mean, they were just doing the best that they could for, you know, the environments they were raised in.
Met straight out of prison?
Yeah, that's how they met in a prison vocational program.
Ooh.
So they was going to mechanical school, and they decided, I guess, to link up.
Immaculate Conception.
Yeah, you know what? That's the Joy Road Immaculate Conception.
Right.
Only but somebody actually got done to. Okay. Right. So they met like that, and and so I was just raised in that environment. Like I'd say, it's a challenge here. We do this at the end of every show. I think I know every Master P and Tupac song. So So growing up, like when all the other girls was listening to Monica and Brandy, like, I just love you. I was like, make crack like this, bitch. Put your ghetto dope. I'ma rob you. Riding around with every drug dealer, selling dope. I mean, that just was a part of my life. I started smoking when I was 11.
Okay.
Smoking weed every day and cigarettes when I was 13 years old.
Read this book.
Yeah, and I barely made it out of school, you know, but I made it out. I was always smart academically, and I went to Cranbrook and some other shit. But I just had a real ghetto upbringing, and I decided to go to college. I went to college, I wanted to get an education, but I have a multitude. One, Master P, because he made it sound so ghetto, and I just wanted to be in the most ghetto environment that I could be in ever in life. So being in the most ghetto environment mean I want to be in the city with the most projects. So I applied. This is real shit. This is real Joy Road shit. So I applied to Dillard University to be in the Jacks. Then, once I got to Dillard, I started to meet different type of black people that really started to change my mind about who I was. And that's how I started retiring.
Now, it's Fucked Up Fridays, right?
Yeah.
So what was one of the most fucked up hood rat encounters?
Shit, it's a lot of them. I mean, like, what you mean? Like, as far as, I've been jumped a lot of times.
Okay.
So, I tell the story of one time I got jumped in a book that was real fucked up. Some New Orleans hoes is way more dangerous than Detroit hoes because they poor.
We want to hear the ones where you jump somebody. We don't want to.
Oh no, I got out of it now. Don't get me wrong. I bit a bitch finger off almost. I got out of that. Now I ain't get beat up, but I almost got beat up.
See what I like about.
I had to shoot somebody before.
Okay.
So that was effed up.
Change the subject.
Oh no, I mean I done been drunk at I didn't have somebody bring me home.
You think you know somebody.
And then you wake up and you like, who the fuck is you? And you like, they like, I'm your friend, and I drove you here. I mean, I've had some times.
I'm from the east, so I
You from what part of the east side?
Kilborn and Gratiot. I don't know how.
Oh, you from Gratiot?
I don't know how.
48205?
It might have been a zip code, I live on the west now, but I'm from the east, that's right.
But what part of Gratiot?
Kilborn, right across from the police station.
Mm.
I don't know how that Long John Silver is still open. That's the nastiest Long John Silver's in the city. So, that shit is terrible. That was the right sound effect. That shit was
What high
terrible.
school did you go to?
I went to school on the west side because I wasn't stupid. So I went to 3 different high schools because this high school was closing when I was in high school. I went to Academy Oak Park.
Okay, smart boy school. Your mom was like, you ain't about to be with all that shit.
All that shit got closed down. Vista Meadows or West Warren. That's like a girls' home. They turned it into a school.
I know what Vista Maria is on Warren.
Maria,
I used to be Adult Protective Service and Children Protective Service.
I was part of the first school there when I was in that class.
I went there for Children Protective Services a lot.
Then I graduated from Communication Media Arts, CMA on Grand River.
Okay. All right. I mean, so you went to the good school, so you had a 2-parent household.
No.
Okay, well, your mama did a good job.
I had a good weekend daddy. He was, he used to pull up, we used to go to movies and shit like that.
Okay, but he was still a part of your life.
Of course.
He's still a part of your life now?
Absolutely. Shout out to Pops.
Oh, shout out to Pops.
Y'all probably know him. He be through the city.
I went to Finney on the east side. I went to Finney. We stayed on Somerset and Outer Drive. Finney, the first school I ever saw, got raided. It was out of control. Then I wanted to be real grown, and my dad was like, had rules. I was like, fuck rules. So I went to Mackenzie. And this one you talking about hood rat and retired, because it took me a long time to retire, because when you grow up as a rat, it's just so fun. It is really fun.
I love hood rats.
And hood rats, and here we go, I'm going to clarify. Hood rats is not overly sexual either, because people always say, well, that mean that you was all, no, that meant that I thought that I was a drug dealer. I thought that I was ghetto. I was robbing, stealing. I was rapping. I stayed up all night. I ate hot Cheetos for breakfast and dinner. I didn't know nothing about nutrition. Fuck a fruit. Ugh, that's gross. What are Cheetos? Oh no, that's the Tito's. It might be time for some more. And I enrolled myself in Mackenzie. So was Mackenzie a high school because you were a little younger?
I believe so it was. My sister went to Finney right before they closed that bridge down too and turned into East English Village.
And you know what? But it's a good. Can you believe that Southeastern is now like a good school?
I can't believe anything.
Southeastern used to be like Cooley High.
So what my mom did to her credit, was kept me in charter schools, which ain't as better than DPS, because all the people that got kicked out of DPS went to charter school. So my first DPS school was CMA. So that's how that happened. I was in PP and Doodle representing.
Well, I'm actually sending my son to a school of choice. So he's gonna go to a Detroit public school for the first time for high school. But we tried to keep it smart.
It put some character in you.
Put some hair on your chest.
Everybody need to go to at least 1 to 2 years in the DPS system.
You think so?
And then you can claim Detroit. All the white people that be flying out and all that. I'm from Detroit. Did you go to the DPS? Have you ever catch the D-Dot? Do you know where the Rosa Parks Transit Center is at? Them is the real Detroit people.
Listen,
okay?
My best friend from LA, shout out to my best friend in LA. I had her come to Detroit one summer. Okay. And the hot dog cart that I own now, Delicious Dogs, I used to work there. So for her to come, I had to teach her how to catch the bus, and the Joy Road bus went all the way downtown, all the way back. I put her on the bus by herself the first day. She see a man beat the shit out of a lady. Mm-hmm. And it was just like so traumatizing. She from South Central LA. She was like, I don't know what the hell y'all doing up in Detroit, but I'm ready to go back to South Central by Skid Row.
The realest people is on that D-Dot. You ain't just go to any city and catch their bus system. You gonna see the real people in the city.
Well, I'm gonna say this: most places, to me, they have better public transit than we have here.
Yeah.
So here,
they force you to buy a car here.
They force you to buy a car. So the people that's on the bus is like you might can go somewhere else and people on the bus got money. Like you go to New York, you don't know who have money, who don't. Here, you like everybody on this bitch poor. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have a car, you ain't got it here.
That was me. You know what I used to think about when I was catching the bus looking out the window?
What?
Driving.
I sure wish I was in that car.
So when I got a car, I just took care of it. I appreciated it so much. So I don't understand how people just be driving with no insurance, like they can't be on that D-Dot bus in one wrong turn. Please drive accordingly.
Please drive accordingly.
I can't do it.
You can't do it?
I remember them bus days.
That's what I'm talking about. You remember the bus?
Never again.
You make me want to sing an old Negro spiritual. I remember them days on the underground.
Shoot a video in front of the D. That's not telling you. We gonna.
Yeah, don't be telling people. That's one thing that we mess around and do on this show. Because we have so many ideas. You know, people will steal your shit, then you look online, you be seeing somebody else do it.
As a comedian, people do steal jokes. People do steal ideas. I've seen it. And it's just like, it's art. I'll be ready to fight over it. I don't play about that. That's my work, you know what I'm saying? So it's very important. That's why we don't post our stand-up. You know, I have not had the chance to see you live. I don't know if you've seen me, but I've seen you in the circles. I've seen you around. And I just like, dang. And there's people that commented my name on your post, like you asked about comedians. So like, I still haven't got to see TBarb, but I know like you got that heat just from everybody tagging me on your stuff. And
oh yeah. Well, I mean, I would say this: all comedy is subjective. So what one person may like doesn't mean that everybody will like. But what I would like to say is that I'm a natural born comedian.
Okay. And
it's kind of like what you were saying. I wouldn't say I was the class clown. I think everybody thought I was funny. I was more wanting to be a gangster. So when I was in high school, I was really focused around like smoking weed, selling weed, and just being the thuggest bitch there. But
they thought you was joking, but you was serious.
I'm serious. So I just always been very silly, and I think that it's a lot of things. My parents were both very funny. Both of my parents were funny. On top of them being funny, I think I used comedy as a way to deflect because my parents had a lot of issues and people would tease me about it. So I'm going to roast your ass or I'm going to beat your ass. You got two choices. Do you want to get roasted today or is you going to get your ass beat? So I used to be funny to deflect. And just later on in life, like because once I got out of college, I ended up working for the state of Michigan as a social worker.
I'm saving that upbringing for my growing up in Hollywood. What they call it?
Oh yeah. Oh yo what? Damn.
True Hollywood story.
Yo son.
Yeah. We didn't. If you grew up in Detroit, everybody has some similar stories. So yeah.
Yeah, you have to roast niggas all day.
So, comedians are some of the most happiest fucked up people because we've been through some shit, and you know, and not everybody is on some depressed shit and trying to whatever, but we are trying to. Making people happy just makes me happy personally.
No, I love for people to laugh. And I think that people been laughing at me the whole time. And not laughing at me where I didn't know. Like, laughing at me because I wanted them to. Absolutely. And so it was natural. It was like a natural fit. And once I hit the stage, it was like, I was like, whoa, this it. This what I'm supposed to be doing. And the shit just started spiraling out of control. And then next thing you know, I was booked. Like right now, this year, because I hate to focus on where I'm not. It's be so many people like, well, I'm not here, I'm not. No, I'm booked a lot. Tonight I'm at Club Echelon. Make sure you catch me at TGIF. Friday's comedy show with Keish, Good Helpers Entertainment, Stro Miles, Martini Harris. That's tonight. Tomorrow is adult game show. The ultimate adult game show with myself and Dub. Funny adult games. Fun comedy, food. It's going to be lit. Sunday is the grand opening for the Woodward Bistro, Busting at the Seams Comedy Night. So make sure you check me there. I'm the host of that thing. Each and every Sunday, we're going to be busting at the seams. This is a new venture at Woodward Bistro in Highland Park.
Been busy.
Yeah, booked them. Next Wednesday, I'm a star tender at Thomas McGee's. So that's a celebrity bartender for a fundraiser for the Golden Gloves. Next, I'm hosting a class tomorrow as well, a How to Run a Comedy Show class. February 7th is First Friday's Dinner Comedy Show. You can get your tickets to that online right now. February 9th, I'm at the Mandolin Bistro and also back at the Woodward Bistro. So I'm doing 2 shows in one night that night. Mandolin, that's with Coco, Simply Chanel, Ronnie Chanel. Make sure you go get tickets to that. That's in Bingham Farms. Amazing. February 14th and 15th, I'm headlining the Independent Comedy Club in Hamtramck.
I'm trying to get out there.
Yeah, February 16th is Chef Wars. March 21st, I'm at the Elks Lounge. March 29th, I'm at the Joy Manor for Funny Moms. May 10th, I'm already booked for Mother's Day.
Well, shit, let me tell you where I'm at.
That's what I'm saying. Tell me where you at.
I mean, Valentine's Day, I'll be at the conference room painting with Cliff. You know, I'm on that show. Catch me at Punchline on March 9th. We're still putting the flyer together. I'll be headlining my first show in Detroit.
Oh, congratulations.
I think it's Poetry Night, but they got me as a comedy feature. And catch me throughout the week. Tuesdays with Al Time Boogie and Southfield.
I haven't been there yet. Paradise.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, I've heard.
Mondays, I'm going to Baker's this Monday. My first time performing there.
Oh, wow.
You know, a little bit worried with that.
Why you worried? You know what? I will say
I had
this.
a bad experience there.
You did? Was Kool-Aid alive?
Huh?
Was Kool-Aid alive?
Yes, Kool-Aid was there. I talked to Kool-Aid and everything. I just had a bad experience.
Okay, shout out to Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid was my comedy mentor. He passed away. It's been a little over a year. Comedy legend, toured with Lil Duval. And I had the pleasure, and that's one of the reasons why I do feel like I'm at the point I am. I had the pleasure of being under the direction and guidance of Kool-Aid.
He's very upfront. He's talks to you. And
he ain't playing, and he trained me to be a beast. No doubt about it.
He told me to come early. I was late, so I didn't get up.
No, he trained me as a beast. I'll never forget the third time I got on stage was with Kool-Aid. One of the comedians. So my coworker was a comedian. Do you know Monique King?
No.
Okay, so comedian Monique King, Detroit comedian, is an adult protective services worker, and we worked at the same office. And I told her, you know, I want to be a comedian. She said, "You funny. Put together 3 minutes of material, and come do my comedy." It'll be 4 years in May.
Okay.
So come do my comedy night. I said, okay, you know, hell yeah. So I got high as hell. I told him I smoked about 4 or 5 blunts in the car. Because I don't smoke weed anymore, but I was in town, smoke all these blunts. And I was so nervous. And I got 3 minutes. But I had like 10 minutes worth of shit to say. So I already talk fast, as you can see.
See, my issue was going to the minutes. I used to write my shit down. Like, all right, I got good 2 minutes. But I didn't want to go, you know, I couldn't.
That's how I felt. I packed all of that 10 minutes worth of shit in the 3 minutes. I was like, and then, and at the time my original set was called The Land of Hope.
Okay.
So it was about being a single mother with a child, and how I feel like that's the land of hope, because then you trying to sneak guys in. I mean, it was like about that kind of stuff. I had a bungalow, and then if I got a guy trying to come in, and I mean, it was just crazy. And I, was talking about that kind of stuff, and it went well. I got invited to another night with Josh Adams,
Shout out to Josh.
Heather J.
Shout out to
And
Josh.
I did that night, and she was like, "You should go to Baker's and meet Kool-Aid." I didn't know what Kool-Aid looked like, and I went in there, and he was like, "I don't know, we'll see." I was there early as hell. I was there probably with the doors open,
I was late.
nervous, palms sweating, and then my family sat right in front of the stage. Them Negroes ain't trying to go off to the side. That's like they wanted to look me in the pupil. I was like, "Get y'all ass on."
I'm ready.
And it was like, y'all putting pressure on me. But my sister and my nephew said they asked. This the stage, this where they was sitting. So, and I was doing my set and I had a heckler. And I told him, I never forget this. I said, "You need to sit your ass down. I'm not a professional like them people. Sit your ass down." Like, and everybody was rolling. I was like, "Leave me the fuck alone. This is my third time. Give me a break."
Right.
And they was cracking up, and he was like, "Yo, you good. You should come back."
Yeah.
I came back, and that was it.
One heckler I had, cause I don't get heckled too much cause I'm that good. But one heckler I had was when I first started, and I was like, I used to, between my jokes, everybody got that thing they say when they talking like and between my jokes I said a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then the girl was like, "I know you ain't funny," just shut me down because I wasn't prepared for no heckler, no comeback. And all I was just like, "You ain't my mama," and that's it. And I was just like, "All right, that's my time," because when you not funny, now that I learned, when you not being funny, I just be like,